Hey everybody. Today I want to go over people. And the reason I want to go over people is because I've been noticing some videos online, shooting models or people or subjects or whatever you want to call them. We can call them whatever we want on our end, but when they're with you, they should be called, Mary, Jane, Harry, Bob, not just do this, move that, and go that way. Anyway, and the reason I want to discuss this is to remind you that, if you are someone that shoots people, that they're humans and they have a name and you need to use it. I know this sounds like it's, obvious. But man, I really did some research on this and really looked online, and I was noticing that, we're more interested in creating our perfect image versus their perfect image. And by that I mean, like, you're so concentrated on the perfect lighting and the perfect angle and, the sharpest image, that you forget that there's a person in front of you, and they're nervous no matter what you think. I'm sure there's a few that are just fine in front of the camera, but even the people I shoot all the time, models, if you will, they still get nervous in front of the camera, and they still feel awkward when you say do this or do that, and you twist them in positions they don't normally go into, which, some of those photos are fantastic, but making it their idea and making them a part of it rather than just shouting out instructions as if they are nothing but a inanimate object, is probably a good idea. You'll probably, gain some emotion and nuance in your photos you haven't had before. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a shoot with this young lady that concentrated on her and only her. And yeah, as though I do give her instruction every once in a while, maybe turn away from the light so, you look thinner, or not that she's heavy, don't come at me. But, like you turn away from the light, this looks thinner, and you turn your head towards the light and it highlights your face, that kind of stuff. But not to a point where, no, move it to the left just a little bit more, up just 2 inches, now bring your chin down just 1 inch. Yeah, I just wanted to make it about her and have every image resonate some kind of emotion or feeling or humanity, versus worry about my lighting and my technique and everything else. Now, after I did this, I got an email from her when I uploaded the images into her gallery, saying, I just have such a hard time picking any 1 or 2 or 3 images. I had to download them all because I love them so much, and saying that this was something I did. Oh, your photography is great, I just love them all, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't me at all, because I didn't do anything. I just talked to her, like literally just talked to her, and talked to her about work, about life, about her sister, about her brother, whatever. I talked to her about everything, other than, how I'm going to turn her and how I'm going to move her. And, the images aren't spectacular by any means, but they're spectacular to her because it's her. It's her being her in the moment. I didn't have to worry about lighting. I didn't have to worry about anything else. Now, when I do a regular shoot, I don't have to worry about lighting or technique because I've been doing this for 40 some years. But if you're just starting out, the technique and all that stuff should be secondary. I was looking at my daughter's photos from when she was young, and I just such a great feeling for some of these photos, and you could instantly go back to that time, and they could be bad photos, and some of them were, trust me, but it didn't matter. And the photos on my wall, like, again, they were shot with a 2 megapixel digital camera that cost $16,000 back in the day, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about the quality, I don't care about anything, but it's my daughter. And we forget that no matter how good you think your photo is and how good it may be, I mean, it may be technically perfect, it may be the most stellar image in the world, but if that person doesn't feel like that person in that photo, it just doesn't matter to them. So, I'm sure you've had the times when you sent photos to clients and they were just like, or they only posted one on their Instagram feed, and you go, why wouldn't you post more? Because it's not them. It's your photos are, I'm sure they're fantastic. I'm sure they're stellar in every which way, as far as technique, but you have to remember that the end result is just about them. And they're the ones in the photo, and they're the ones that have to like it. So as good as your technique was, as good as the lens you picked was, and the camera body you picked was, and it just, in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It matters what they look like and what they feel like in the photo. So, in short, be human. Treat these people like somebody you care about. Have compassion. Talk to them. I know it's hard for some of you because, some people are introverts. They don't, but man, sit down and just ask them about their day, ask them about their job, ask them about their life. Get to know them, and watch. While they're talking, watch what they do. Watch their body positions. Watch how they sit or they stand. You're going to be surprised on just how many poses they create themselves by just being themselves. It helps a lot. It humanizes what we do, and it takes you away from all the technique and the perfection you think you need to create spectacular images. There's some great artists from the past, photography artists that are, some of their images are just iconic to this day, and they're not technically good. But the emotion and the feeling and everything they portray in the images, the warmth, is because they connected with their subject. The other thing is, don't machine gun your photos. Wait. Just have patience and wait and capture that one image. You machine gun it, it's just like they're a number and we're going to push that button until we hopefully get one that's perfect after we put it on our computers. Why not create it? Why not wait until that, oh my gosh, don't move. I don't care if it's in the middle of a conversation. Oh my God, you look so good right now. Don't move. Just let me grab this. Click and have another conversation. Anyway, I hope you give this a try. I'm just going to show you some clips from the shoot we did. We just walked around. We didn't use lights. We didn't do anything technical. We just had fun. And I'm not saying that lights would have changed this, but I just wanted to show it to you for people that are starting out that don't use lights, that just, I think the most important thing you can learn in photography is dealing with people, is being compassionate and kind and listen. Anyway, enjoy the shoot. Like I said, I'm just going to show you a quick couple clips, and hopefully you get something out of this, and I really hope you try this. It's different with somebody you know versus somebody you don't know, but if you just have a conversation, you'll know them pretty quickly. Anyway, have a great day.